Namaste and welcome to the show that lets your voice be heard. I'm your host, Juhi Desai. Today on Your Voice, we'll see highlights of the Nanubhai Education Foundation's 3rd Annual Gala, New York City's Sikh Day Parade celebrations, and the New York Indian Film Festival's kickoff press conference. The Nanubhai Education Foundation had its 3rd Annual Gala in New York City to raise money for its noble causes. The foundation facilitates educational and economic opportunities for India's rural public high school students. The gala included live and silent auctions, a presentation of Nanubhai Fellows who have taught in some of the rural schools in India, and cultural entertainment. Let's join Viral Shah as she takes us through the evening.
Folks, we're at a fundraising event with a very simple yet revolutionary approach conceived by Nanubhai Naik, a principal of Kodak High School in Gujarat. The concept was simple. Rural kids having the same access and high quality education as urban kids in India. Simple, right? Well, under Nanubhai's leadership, which lasted about 20 years, 500 kids actually went on to lead very successful lives, even migrated to the US and UK. Well, today is the 3rd annual Nanubhai Education Foundation Gala, and we're here to celebrate the success of its achievements and raise funds for further progress for rural India. Let's go check it out and see what it's all about. Come on. So tell us about your inspiration behind this whole foundation.
Thanks. It's a great pleasure to talk to you. You know, as many folks born in this country, I've had incredible opportunities and been very fortunate. Back in 2002, I was in India on a consulting project, and I was, as an American consultant living in the Taj Hotel downtown, one of the fanciest places in India. But there's folks sleeping in on the streets outside, and so you want to do something to help, but you know that giving that individual 50 rupees isn't going to change his life. And so we decided to focus on education, and that was the inspiration behind Nanubhai, of what can we do to give rural kids the tools they need to have a better life. And we focused on rural kids because those are the folks that are getting left behind in India's economic boom. So we tried a whole bunch of different programs, and through trial and error, we now have an innovative program where we send American teachers to India for a full year to be the catalyst for change in these schools, and it's been phenomenal. We've touched over 10,000 students.
So of all the foundations out there, all the causes out there in India, why Nanubhai's cause?
Yeah, no, that's a very important question, and there are a lot of really great causes out there, and so I don't even like to get into a comparison, but I think what makes us really unique is we try to make sustainable change. So what we've realized, the real crux, the real catalyst for quality education is teachers. So we focus exclusively on training Indian teachers with our Americans. And so it's a unique approach that we're the only ones that we know that do it, and we have results.
How long have you been involved with the Nanubhai Education Foundation? And how did you get involved?
So I've been involved for about 3 years. I've just always had an interest in education. I think in New York, there's so many nonprofits to be a part of. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds of them. And the one that really struck a chord with me is education, because I think about it. I'm a New York City professional. Everyone you'll see here tonight, we've been given a lot, and it's because our parents were able to get the education they needed in India, and it's just we're very lucky to have that. So it's just a foundation I want to throw myself behind.
Any message out there to people that want to get involved or donate or somehow be a part of this?
Yeah, I think obviously you can visit us at www.nanubhai.org. We welcome gifts of any size. Spread the word about the organization. It's we're very big in New York right now, and we're looking to expand, and we're hoping people in India can learn more about the organization. And it's really about spreading the word, opening your hearts, and
your wallets.
And your wallets. I'll let you say that, but it is opening your wallets too. And it's a great cause, and $50 will actually put one student through our intensive English program for a full year, which is incredible. And that's opened so many doors because India's economy is booming, but these kids in rural towns just don't have the resources to compete for jobs with urban kids. So and we're trying to level the playing field. So that's really what it's about.
Tell us about the foundation, your involvement, how you got involved.
Sure. So the foundation works on rural education in India. We're right now focusing on Gujarat, and we're trying to empower teachers and students by doing teacher training and offering English classes, etc. We've started to change our model a little bit to make it more sustainable and scalable. So I think that's going to be really, really phenomenal. And I became involved in Nanubhai about 2 or 3 years ago. I was in graduate school at Columbia, and I had to do an internship as part of my graduate school requirement. And found Nanubhai at a career fair, and it's been a lovely relationship since then.
Tell us about why we're here today. It's the Nanubhai Education Foundation, and how are you involved?
Actually, I was cordially invited by Akash Shah, one of the, I think he's one of the members. Yeah, and when I got the invitation, I read the blurb, and I immediately said that I had to be here in support of the Nanubhai education.
So what brings you to this foundation today?
Well, I have a couple friends that have been a part of this and have supported it in the past, and I've heard of the organization, and then a friend of mine told me about it and connected me with Zubin, and I thought, it's an incredible thing that they're doing. Really supporting education, I think, is the most important thing, especially in the rural areas, and so I just wanted to support and help in any way I could.
With this fortune, though, comes a responsibility to give others the same opportunities that we've had. Now, I don't believe in handouts. Nanubhai does not do charity. We invest in the future. We invest in kids in India. We give them the tools they need to make their own better lives and to accomplish the goals that they have set out for us. So, over the years, we've learned that what's most important in education is quality teachers. Is having teachers in the classroom that care. And so our focus is to use our American fellows, many of you will meet here in a minute. We send them to India to help train a cadre of Indian teachers that will then go on to make 30 years of impact. So we do this too with our Nanubhai fellows, experienced teachers that commit a whole year of their life to service in India. And tonight, I'm proud to say we have 7 former fellows and 5 folks that are going to India next week. I'd like to call them up here to give them a round of applause. And they get their names, so don't forget Lindy, Pamela, Melissa, Kat, Emily, Felicia. These are our former fellows. Claire, Sarah, John, Cindy, Felicia. Please come up. These are the folks who you are here tonight supporting. These are the guys, these are the gals and guys that do our mission. So please, join me in giving them a big round of applause.
These young educators show us how words put into action are really the way to make a difference. It's time for our first break, but don't miss the Sick Day Parade coming up next. See you on the other side of the break.